Okay. Here we are.
Here we go.
Yep. Good morning. So we just left Hermit Gulch campground. We have about a 1.9 mile climb, a little bit of an intense climb, to the top area for the day. Then we'll be going up and down and up and down and up and down until we hit Blackjack campground, which is our endpoint for the day. And from Hermit Gulch to Blackjack, it's about 9.2 miles or so. There's a water source in between at mile 4. So there have been a lot of stream crossings this morning. So there are more water sources than are listed on the Far Out app, which is what I'm using to navigate. But yeah, I'm already out of breath. Probably just have gone about a half a mile. So I'll show you all of the scenes. It's nice and overcast and cool this morning. So that's really wonderful because this trail can get quite exposed and hot. So we'll see how that goes for the remainder of the trip. Here we are at mile 2. They have these mile markers all over the island. Looks like we have maybe some fox scats. There were a couple of fox we saw last night while we were coming back from dinner. So I've been seeing quite a bit of that on trail. There's Hermit Gulch campground right down there. We are climbing fast. Ooh, things are getting intense. Not as intense as the AT, but I remember this is the third time doing this trail for me. The first time I hiked it just before the PCT, my first through hike, as a shakedown. And then I hiked it like right in the middle of my Triple Crown when I was taking a break from the CDT. And then this is the third time. So I remember the first time, I remember it being hard, but doable and fun. It was kind of my biggest, hike at that point before the PCT. And then I remember coming back after half of the CDT and I had the PCT under my belt thinking, oh, this is going to be so easy now. It's going to be no big deal because I've, done like at that point 4,000 something miles or so, or 3,800 miles at the point. And it kicked my butt. So my butt is being kicked now as well. Nothing's changed, but I'm so happy to be out here. It's my first time getting out since the AT, finishing the AT. So a little out of shape, But it feels so good to be hiking again. And this can be training for my little Sierra adventure on the PCT coming up. Got to a beautiful viewpoint on the way up. We're almost to the top. But I wanted to stop here to show you a beautiful view of Avalon. And unfortunately, with this beautiful view, we have normal animal scat, which is fine. But then we have this. This is not fine. This is human trash that people just literally threw. They didn't even bury it. So this is kind of what you get sometimes when you hike more popular trails where people don't know about Leave No Trace. So public service announcement, please. If you are hiking, backpacking, or day hiking, please pack out your trash. Thank you. Because we don't want this to ruin this. And animals also eat this stuff, which is not good for them. So, yep, PSA, people. Just took our break. We're now in the clouds. There goes Paladin. We're now in the clouds. I have sunscreen all over my face probably. Nice and cool still, which is nice. And had a snack right here. One of the many things I love about this trail is there's trash cans intermittently and restrooms that are clean. So it's really great. No toilet paper in here, unfortunately, but we have that covered. Yeah. I have never dug a cat hole on this island because there's toilets everywhere. So, yay for the Trans Catalina Trail. At this point in the trail, we can start watching for buffalo. And obviously we have to be careful around them. I'll rub in my sunscreen more and give them space and respect. I've only ever seen one or two at a time on this trail, but I really hope I see one this time. It's really cool to hike through the clouds. It's nice having views too. Like there's probably a great view out there, kind of like on the AT. But I really think it's pretty, and this is a very, as you can see, exposed trail, so it's nice to have cloud cover sometime. Some of this trail is more single track, like classic hiking trail, one person at a time. But quite a bit of it is kind of dirt road walk style, which is nice because if you're with other people, you can, hike side by side and chat and all that. But makes it for easy hiking, which is nice. And there are roads all over the island. So if something, happens or whatever, at least you have most of the time self-service and car access. So some people hike this trail like with REI groups and stuff, and they get their stuff shuttled in to their campsites and stuff so they can kind of slack pack or hike without their all the weight on their backs. So there's a lot of options on this island, which is really nice. But yeah, we're doing the full packs for the whole time. And yeah, embracing the road walks. It's getting a little chilly, so we broke out the rain pants. I might break out the rain jacket, so this is why I always carry my rain gear. You never know what's gonna happen. Got a little cow gate, and there's a water source if we want to use the lake, but there is a spigot as well. So I'll probably be using the spigot if it's turned on, which it should be this time of year. I hiked this in January and it wasn't turned on, so we did have to use this lake pond, but should be on in May/April and forward. Bathrooms over there, tables, and we're off. last couple years, it's rained quite a bit in California, especially last year. But you can see the water trail on the actual trail. This has been happening kind of a lot. It's been quite rainy, and it's raining right now. We have some ups and downs for the rest of the day, but nothing like our first climb. And even still, I think we're gonna get into camp probably around 4, so have a little time to maybe take a siesta and then have dinner. I'm excited. I'm gonna have a ramen bomb for the first time since the AT. Here's how nice the trail is. There is a water fountain that works right on trail. So this is about 1.5 miles after the picnic area. Very, very nice. So there are a couple climbs going up into Blackjack. I think 2 bigger ones. So this is the first one. You can see the trail going up there. Gets a little intense. And up there. So let's go. To the rest spot. Nice view. Look at that. I don't know what cove that is. It's really beautiful over there. So for today, I wanted to give you the elevation. So ascent total is about 3.6 or 3,600 feet, and descent is about 2,400 feet. So quite a lot of gain today for being a little island. That's something about this trail, that it just goes up and down. Even though we're going about 38.2 miles, I think is the total length of the trail, it's a lot of gain and loss. So great for training as a shakedown hike for the PCT, like what I did, etc. So anyway, that's kind of the stats for today. And day 1, so that's from Hermit Gulch to Blackjack is what I just said. And day 1 was just really where the boat dropped us off to Hermit Gulch, and it was just a very, very gradual up, not much gain at all. So that's the stats for today. I'll give you the stats for each day, each stretch, just so you guys know. Sitting here on my break, thinking about how much I wanted to see a herd of buffalo, and guess what? I don't know how well you can see them, but they're up there at the top. Do you see? Dotting the hillside. Quite comical. The last time I hiked this trail, I sat down right here because I was feeling the onset of heat exhaustion, and now it's quite cold. Just goes to show how different the trails can be from year to year. So a little cold today, but we'll see how things are for the rest of the trip, hoping it gets a little bit more sunny in the coming days. Oh, this is the final push to Blackjack campsite, and it is a doozy. Quite steep. Final 10. Getting there. All right, we made it to Blackjack. We're kind of down the hill from a lot of the other sites. Got a trash can, food storage. There is a view, and there's our spot.